Greetings and salutations, welcome to 1 Less Than 3 Math. The learning objective of this video is to be able to calculate frequency density and plot histograms. So this is an exam style question from IGCSE extended paper exams or from GCSE higher tier exams. Karaoke just won't stop singing. It's becoming a problem for her neighbours. They have decided to record the number of songs she sings each day in a continuous data table. What good it will do, they don't know. So we have the data table there with the class intervals, songs greater than 0, less than or equal to 10 with a frequency of 22. That's the number of days that she sang between 0 and 10 inclusive songs. Obviously then you've got greater than 10 and less than or equal to 30. 30, greater than 30, less than or equal to 50, and greater than 50 and less than or equal to 100, and the respective frequencies. So, part A, everyone likes a good part A. We need to plot the histogram to show the data. And part B, we need to estimate how many days she sings less than 20 songs. So, the crucial thing regarding histograms is the frequency density. And the frequency density is the frequency divided by the class width. And the frequency density is plotted on the y-axis. So we need to calculate the frequency density so that we can plot our histogram. So the first frequency is 22, and the class interval goes from 0 to 10, so the class width is 10. We're also going to have the songs on the x-axis. So the frequency 22 divided by the class width of 10 is 2.2. The next frequency is 68. Now this time, because the class interval goes from 10 to 30, the class width is 20. So we're doing 68 divided by 20, which is 3.4. So be mindful of the class widths changing. So the next class width is 20, the frequency is 90. So we do 90 divided by 20, that's 4.5. And finally, we've got a frequency of 25, and we've got a class width of 50, because it goes from 50 to 100. So we do 25 divided by 50. If you wanted to write this as a fraction, you could, and you would be able to simplify it to a half. But 25 divided by 50 is 0.5. So now we need to plot our histogram. We have one problem. We don't have the scale. So I'm looking at the number of songs. The maximum is 100. So I split it into the 5 clear blocks there. 0, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. And then my highest frequency density is 4.5. Now I can see that there's 5 blocks going up. So I'm going to start at the top with 5, and each block is going to go down 1. Or starting at the bottom, going up 1 each time. So you've got a clear scale there. So we need to start plotting. So the thing about the histograms is that we have quite a lot of similarities with a bar chart, only the bars for histograms can be wider or narrower depending on the class width. So the first class width is 0 to 10, so from 0 to 10 we are going to plot a frequency density of 2.2. So that's our bar representing 2.2, and actually what we can do with the bars is we can multiply how far they go across by the frequency density, and that will tell us how much the frequency is representative of. So in this case, 2.2 times 10 would be 22. The next bar has a frequency density of 3.4, and this one goes across from 10 to 30. So we draw our bar there. And again, if we wanted to work out how many that represented, we would do 20 times by 3.4. 20 times by 3.4 would be 68. So that's how we would work backwards. Sometimes you've got to be able to say what the bars represent. The next bar is going to go from 30 to 50 with a frequency density of 4.5. So we draw that bar. And once again, we would do 4.5 times 20 if we needed to work out what that bar represented. Finally, from 50 to 100, we have a frequency density of 0.5. So we draw our bar there, and again 0.5 times 50 would equal 25 if we needed to work out the frequency. So there's our histogram. Now the final part of the question says, estimate how many days she sings less than 20 songs. So I'm going to draw a line at 20, and I'm going to work out how many songs, what the frequency is represented on the left-hand side of that. Now the first bar is easy because we know it represents 22. The next bar from 10 to 30 represents 68. So the estimate would be to take half of that, and half of 68 is 34, because the line goes exactly through the half point of that bar. Or alternatively, you could say, well, halfway across is 10. 10 times 3.4 is 34. So now to find out how many days she sings less than 20 songs, remember this is just an estimate. We do 22, add 34, and that equals 56. So I hope this tutorial has been useful. Please subscribe to the page and tune in for further videos to help you enhance your mathematical ability. Hasta la pizza, arrivederci, so long, goodbye, we'll see you next time.